Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Anuja Kumar and with me is Subhaga Kaul with the midday news. The headlines. Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi says rights of all Indian citizens including minorities are guaranteed. Warns against misinformation and those trying to vitiate peaceful atmosphere of the nation. Centre's interministerial team visits Mumbai to review lockdown, assesses compliance in various states. The Centre says it is regularly monitoring enforcement of lockdown measures. States and union territories advised not to dilute Home Ministry guidelines. ICMR to scale up COVID-19 testing facilities in laboratories. Targets 1 lakh tests per day by the end of the next month. Shivraj Singh Chauhan cabinet expanded in Madhya Pradesh. 5 new ministers inducted. President Donald Trump says he will temporarily suspend immigration to the United States. Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi today said secularism and harmony are not political fashion, but it is a perfect fashion for India and the Indians. Speaking to media in New Delhi, Mr. Naqvi said this inclusive culture and commitment has united the country with fabric of unity in diversity. He said constitutional, social and religious rights of all the citizens, including the minorities, is India's constitutional and moral guarantee. Mr. Naqvi said Muslims are prosperous in India and those trying to vitiate the atmosphere cannot be their friends. He said people should remain cautious of any type of fake news and conspiracies aimed at creating misinformation. He said under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the entire country is united in the fight against corona by breaking all barriers of caste, religion and region. Mr. Naqvi said all the Muslim religious leaders, imams, religious and social organizations and the Muslim community have jointly decided to offer prayers and perform other religious rituals during the holy month of Ramadan, staying inside their homes.
24 अप्रैल से रमजान का पवित्र महीना शुरू होने जा रहा है और देश के सभी धर्मगुरु, उलेमा, धार्मिक संगठन, सामाजिक संगठन ने एकजुट होकर के देश निर्णय किया है और अपील की है मुस्लिम समाज से कि रमजान के इस पवित्र महीने में हम इबादत, इफ्तार, तरावी या और भी जो रमजान के महीने के हमारे धार्मिक कर्तव्य हैं उनको हम अपने घरों पर ही सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का ध्यान रख करके उन कर्तव्यों को पूरा करें.
He said more than 30 state Waqf boards have started working on the strategy to ensure strict and honest implementation of the lockdown and social distancing during the holy month of Ramadan, with the coordination and cooperation of all the Muslim religious leaders, imams, religious and social organizations, the Muslim community and local administration. The minister said that people should cooperate with health workers, security forces, administrative officers, sanitation workers as they are working for the safety and well-being of people even by putting their lives at risk in this corona pandemic. 2 interministerial central teams are visiting Mumbai today to make on-the-spot assessment of lockdown situation in the wake of COVID-19. The teams are expected to issue necessary directions to state authorities for its redressal. The coronavirus cases in Maharashtra have surged to 4,676 with 472 new cases reported till now. 572 patients have been cured and discharged from the hospitals. The teams will submit its report to the central government in larger interest of the general public. More from a correspondent.
In wake of increasing number of coronavirus patients in Mumbai and Pune, 2 interministerial central teams are on visit to assess the situation. The IMCT, headed by Sanjay Malhotra, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Power, has reached Pune and held discussion with Collector, Commissioner and other authorities. This team and other team in Mumbai will visit various places in both the cities and submit their report to central government in larger interest of general public. They are also expected expected to focus on issues like the supply of essential commodities, social distancing, health infrastructure, safety of health professionals, availability of test kits, and conditions of the relief camps. Meanwhile, at least 53 media persons from Mumbai have tested positive for coronavirus. BMC has isolated them in a hotel for next 14 days. Efforts are on to trace their high and low risk contacts. Madhuri Pange, AIR News, Mumbai.
A Home Ministry official said that the ministry is regularly monitoring enforcement of lockdown measures. Briefing the media yesterday, the official said where violations of lockdown are occurring, suitable measures are taken in discussion with the states. She added that the Home Ministry has also written a letter to the states stating that guidelines made under Disaster Management Act are to be followed strictly. States and union territories have been advised that they cannot dilute the Home Ministry guidelines issued under the Disaster Management Act 2005.
A total of 1,336 new confirmed cases of novel coronavirus have been reported in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 18,601. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that 3,252 patients have been cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 47 deaths have been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 590. Briefing media in New Delhi, Health Ministry officials said that India's doubling rate of COVID-19 cases before lockdown period was 3.4 days and now it has slowed down to 7.5 days. The official informed that Mahe in Puducherry, Kodagu in Karnataka and Pauri Garhwal in Uttarakhand have not reported any COVID-19 case in the last 28 days. He said the number of districts where no case has been reported in last 14 days has increased to 59 districts of 23 states. He said the doubling rate of COVID-19 cases is more than 30 in Odisha and Kerala and there is no active case in Goa now. Government has issued an advisory to all newspapers and media establishments to ensure that adequate care and precautions are taken by media persons in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. In a tweet, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said, it is shocking that more than 50 journalists of electronic media, particularly camera persons, have been found coronavirus positive in Mumbai. He said, every journalist should take proper care.
In the fight against COVID-19, technology has come to our help. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, along with the best tech brains in the country, developed the Arogya Setu app, which has been downloaded by nearly 7 crore people in just 18 days since its launch. The app works on radio signal technique and sends alerts in case its user comes in contact with any corona-positive person. More details from our correspondent.
By downloading and installing Arogya Setu app in your Android as well as iOS phones in just 30 seconds, you can ensure the safety of your family and yourself from COVID-19. This app sends you alert in case you come in contact with any COVID-positive person. Even if the person you met 14 days ago develops corona infection, you still get the alert to take necessary precautions. This way, you can make yourself and your family safe from contracting the infection. On the other hand, through a set of questions on this app, you can also self-analyze your health status anytime. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged people on a number of occasions to download this app.
कोरोना संक्रमण का फैलाव रोकने में मदद करने के लिए आरोग्य सेतु मोबाइल ऐप जरूर डाउनलोड करें। दूसरों को भी इस ऐप को डाउनलोड करने के लिए प्रेरित करें।
Speaking about Arogya Setu, Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Ajay Sahni said,
if this app is downloaded by each one of us who carries a smartphone, then it is possible for us to generate alerts, early alerts, alert that might reach you even before you realize that you have a possibility of getting infected. In case, God forbid, you actually have the disease and you need hospitalization, then connect you with hospitalization service providers as well.
For better results, it is necessary that maximum number of people download Arogya Setu on their smartphones. We at AIR News have downloaded Arogya Setu and request you and your near and dear ones to download it now and stay safe. Stay home and stay tuned with AIR News for the latest. Anand Chaturvedi, AIR News, Delhi.
In an effort to guard against fake news being circulated on various platforms, we bring you a segment on fact-checking and myth-busters. Reports have been circulating that the government has ordered all its ministries to close down immediately due to COVID-19 pandemic. The centre has clarified that there is no such order and the report is fake and baseless. In a tweet, the Press Information Bureau clarified that all ministries are open and working as per the norms of Department of Personnel and Training.
During the lockdown, post offices are not only providing basic postal and financial services, but have given priority to delivery of essential items through the postal network. Department of Post is also ensuring safety measures across its supply chain to protect employees and citizens. A report.
Mobile post offices are functioning in various circles in Kerala, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi and some other circles to provide essential postal and financial services. The iconic red mail vans and road transport networks are rendering yeoman service in point-to-point delivery of essential medicines, COVID-19 testing kits, medical equipment including ventilators. Postal officers and employees are working around the clock across the country to ensure timely delivery of medicines at doorstep of hospitals and individual customers. In the context of COVID-19 situation, Department of Post has decided to extend payment of compensation of 10 lakh rupees to all postal employees. Postal network is also offering facilities for bank account opening and most importantly cash withdrawal at the doorstep of the poor people using Aadhaar-enabled payment system. It has helped people in withdrawing direct benefit transfer amounts sent to them under various pension schemes. This facility has been so well accepted by common people that on 13th April, Indian Postal Payments Bank has recorded all-time high 1,09,000 transactions valuing nearly 23 crore rupees. The employees of Department of Post have pooled their savings to distribute food, dry rations and even masks to the needy in slums, migrant labourers and daily wage earners. Anupam Mishra, AR News, Delhi.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman appreciated New Development Bank NDB's efforts on fast-tracking of financial assistance of about $5 billion to BRICS countries, including emergency assistance of $1 billion to India to combat COVID-19 pandemic. She also suggested that assistance under this facility to be enhanced to $10 billion. Ms. Sitharaman was attending the 5th annual meeting of Board of Governors of New Development Bank through a video conference in New Delhi yesterday.
ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. As of now, 201 government laboratories, 3 collection centres and 86 private laboratory chains have been given approval to conduct the test for COVID-19. ICMR has said that the daily COVID-19 testing capacity at various laboratories in the country will be scaled up in the future, and it is expected to reach 1 lakh tests per day by the end of the next month. So far, ICMR has validated 33 real-time PCR kits manufactured by 15 companies, including MyLab, Altona Diagnostics, SD Biosensor, Helini Biomolecules, and others. As part of our Mythbuster and Fact Check series, we bring you verified updates to prevent rumours and misinformation from spreading. The Press Information Bureau has busted a rumour that Uttar Pradesh Police, UP Dial 112, has issued rules and regulations for operating WhatsApp groups. It has clarified that no such advisory has been issued. It also busted a fake media report that Ambedkar Nagar youth Rizwan died due to injuries inflicted by the police. It has clarified that the victim's post-mortem report states that the death occurred due to pericardial effusion.
A total of 78 new confirmed cases of novel coronavirus have been reported in Delhi during the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 2,081. Delhi government has confirmed that 431 patients have been cured and discharged so far, and 47 deaths have been reported in the national capital. A total 1,513 tests have been conducted yesterday. Overall, 25,900 tests have been conducted so far. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi says rights of all Indian citizens, including minorities, are guaranteed, warns against misinformation and those trying to vitiate peaceful atmosphere of the nation. Centre's interministerial team visits Mumbai to review lockdown, assesses compliance in various states. The centre says it is regularly monitoring enforcement of lockdown measures. States and union territories advise not to dilute Home Ministry guidelines. ICMR to scale up COVID-19 testing facilities in laboratories targets 1 lakh tests per day by the end of the next month. Shivraj Singh Chauhan cabinet expanded in Madhya Pradesh, 5 new ministers inducted. And President Donald Trump says he will temporarily suspend immigration to the United States. For quick news updates, round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
In Madhya Pradesh, the number of corona-infected people in the state has risen to around 1,500, with the arrival of 18 new patients during the last 24 hours. In Indore, the number of coronavirus-infected patients has increased to 915. At the same time, 76 people have died due to this infection, and 138 people have become healthy and been discharged from hospitals. According to the Health Department, 543 people have also been kept under surveillance in various centres in Indore. 27 new patients have been reported in Bhopal yesterday. This has brought the number of patients in Bhopal to 246. Meanwhile, the number of patients has increased to 26, with 6 new cases in Jabalpur. The number of infected patients in the Raisen district has risen to 24 after reports of 16 more people being corona-infected yesterday. In Meghalaya, 1 more person tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday, taking the total positive active cases to 11. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, in a tweet late last night, said the latest patient is a family friend of the positive patient. Meghalaya has registered 1 death case so far. Around 838 samples have been collected for testing, out of which 714 samples were tested negative, and the results of 113 samples are awaited.
Following the directions of the Union Government, Meghalaya Government have allowed farmers to resume farming activities besides construction works, including MGNREGA. The Fisheries Department has also allowed activities which comes under the department to resume, while the Chief Minister yesterday informed that food quota for April 2020 for NFSA as well as non-NFSA has already been distributed. The Food Corporation of India has transported 38,000 metric tons of food grains to the state under the PDS and PMGKAY. Meghalaya government has been providing shelter, food and medical attention to labourers from different parts of the country stranded in the state. The state government is also providing all necessary help in mining areas where large number of labourers are stranded. Rustam for AIR News, Shillong.
Bihar government has ordered to ensure immediate payment of 1,000 rupees to all poor families whose rejected, pending and faulty applications for issuance of a ration card have been approved after a fresh inquiry. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar said that subsequently a fresh ration card should be issued to them. The government directed that families without ration cards should be provided financial assistance on the basis of identification done by the self-help groups SHGs without waiting for issuance of a fresh card to them. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister instructed the officials concerned to speed up wheat procurement drive at each primary agriculture cooperative societies so that farmers could get appropriate prices for their produce. In Rajasthan, 52 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported today in the state. The total number of infected persons in the state has gone up to 1,628. Today, the highest 34 corona cases have been reported from Jaipur, taking the total number of cases to 619. With 5 more persons tested positive for COVID-19, the number of infected persons in Jodhpur has increased to 265. 4 cases have been reported from Bhilwara this morning. More from our correspondent.
A team of the center is scheduled to visit the corona-affected areas in Jaipur today. This team reached here to cooperate and monitor all efforts being made to deal with COVID-19. Meanwhile, the state government has today stopped the use of rapid test kits for corona testing. Health Minister Dr. Raghu Sharma told that the accuracy of these kits should have been up to 90%, but only 5.4% results are coming right. Dr. Sharma informed that the Indian Council of Medical Research has been apprised of the situation in this regard and sought their consultation. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
In Gujarat, the total number of COVID-19 cases crossed 2,000 mark today, with 127 fresh cases reported in the last 15 hours. Maximum 67 cases have been reported from Surat, followed by 50 from Ahmedabad. Meanwhile, Ahmedabad-based Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Institute of Medical Science and Research became the first authorized study center in the country to carry out plasma research under trial in view of COVID-19. The MOU was signed between ICMR and the institute in this regard yesterday night. A report.
SVP Institute is a government hospital run by City Municipal Corporation, which has become a major treatment center for COVID-19 patients. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation Commissioner Vijay Nera said the institute has successfully identified the potential donors for the research and started collecting their plasma. He said plasma transfusion was successfully done on first such recipient yesterday. His condition is stable now. He said in coming days, more such transfusion will be carried out as part of the research of using this therapy for COVID-19 treatment. Meanwhile, the institute has also successfully done C-section delivery of a 30-year-old COVID-19 patient yesterday, which is first such case in the state. Looking at the success of the institute in the fight against coronavirus, AMC has decided to double the bed capacity of the hospital from the current 500 bed to 1,000 beds from tomorrow. Aparna Khut, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy has appealed to the public to pay respect to the committed service of doctors and other health workers. In a tweet, he has said that opposition to the burial of a senior doctor who died of COVID-19 disease in Chennai on Sunday is very painful. Meanwhile, the Chennai Police Commissioner A.K. Vishwanathan has warned that Gundas Act will be applied against those who prevent the cremation of COVID-19 victims. On Sunday in Chennai, a mob resorted to violence against those who tried to perform last rites to a senior neurosurgeon in a cemetery, creating shock waves across the state. The doctor was confirmed with the disease and succumbed to it in a private hospital in the city. Meanwhile, donations keep pouring in to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund to help people in distress during the lockdown. More from our correspondent.
Various industrial houses, religious bodies and private individuals keep contributing to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. A release from the administration says nearly 161 crore rupees has been received so far from the public. Meanwhile, the state government has said special efforts are being taken to feed the animals wherever they are suffering without food. The district collectors-led Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, SPCA, Animal Welfare Board and voluntary organizations have been asked to undertake measures to mitigate their suffering. The collectors have also been asked to do the needful for feeding those animals in pet sale centers which are not functioning during the lockdown. Jai Singh, AAR News, Chennai.
A patient with spine injury will be reaching Hyderabad this evening for treatment from Afghanistan. Pri Srinivas, 44 years old, sustained severe and life-threatening injuries in Afghanistan. Currently, a medical team is working on sending him by air ambulance from Bagaram Air Force Airport to Hyderabad. The ICATT Air Ambulance Agency has coordinated with 5 ministries and departments at the centre, including Ministry of External Affairs, Health, Home and Civil Aviation Ministries, Disaster Management and DGCA to lift the patient in air ambulance. ICATT Director Dr. Rahul Singh spoke to our correspondent, saying this will be the first landing after the global aviation operations gone into lockdown.
We were given the task to bring this patient from Bagram to Hyderabad. And there was very intense coordination done by our ICAT team. Dr. Shalini Nalwar directly spoke to Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Home Affairs, the National Disaster Management and the DGCA. The medical team is already en route to Bagram Air Base to bring our Indian national back to Hyderabad. And they will be landing in Hyderabad at around 6 or 6:30 p.m. this evening.
Our correspondent says the landing of the air ambulance in Shamshadabad Airport this evening is likely to show a way out for many people who need emergency medical care during the current global lockdown.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, President of Public Health Foundation of India, Dr. K. Srinath Reddy said India is in a much better position as compared to the rest of the world as far as the COVID-19 cases are concerned and the measures taken are showing results.
We started getting affected later than many other countries, but we are presently in a much better position than the rest of the world, and in that sense, we are better protected. However, we still have to watch how the epidemic advances before we can come to a judgment. But right now, it appears that our measures taken progressively from February and peaking with the lockdown are now paying dividends and showing results.
Talking to AIR News, Dr. B. N. Gangadhar of the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bengaluru, advised people to do exercise and practice yoga to make themselves free from anxiety and stress.
You can do the exercises together with your family members. You can do the yogasanas or meditation together with the family members if you have learned, or if somebody can teach you, a neighbor can demonstrate. Other videos are available today. You can actually do bhajans together. You can watch some healthy TV programs together.
In Madhya Pradesh, Governor Lalji Tandon administered the oath of office and secrecy to 5 ministers in a simple ceremony today. Narottam Mishra, Tulsi Silawat, Kamal Patel, Govind Singh Rajput and Meena Singh were sworn in as ministers today. A report.
Senior BJP leader Shivraj Singh Chauhan was working alone since taking oath as chief minister in the state, and his cabinet was sworn in after about a month today. Bhopal is in the red zone of corona outbreak, so oath-taking ceremony was simple and brief. The media was also kept away from the coverage of the event, and swearing-in program was broadcast live on YouTube channel of the Public Relations Department. Jyotiraditya Scindia's supporters have also been included in the cabinet. Significantly, after the assembly election in December 2018, a coalition government was formed by the Congress under the leadership of Kamal Nath. Later, the 15-month-old Congress government collapsed due to the resignation of 22 MLAs who were supporters of the then Congress leader Jyotiraditya Scindia. After that, the BJP reformed its government on March 23 under the leadership of Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The President, Vice President and the Prime Minister have greeted civil servants, past and present, and their families on Civil Services Day. In a tweet, President Ramnath Kovind said, "Our civil services have played a key role in implementing policies and programs for public welfare." Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu complimented all the civil servants for effectively and efficiently translating policies into programs. Mr. Naidu said the civil servants, along with doctors and medical professionals, have been leading India's fight against COVID-19 pandemic. He said the nation is grateful to all such warriors who have been risking their lives at the face of the infection to protect the countrymen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted all civil servants and their families on the occasion of Civil Services Day. In a series of tweets, he appreciated their efforts in ensuring India successfully defeats COVID-19. He said they are working round the clock, assisting those in need and ensuring everyone is healthy. The Prime Minister paid tributes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who envisioned India's administrative framework and emphasized on building a system that is progress-oriented and compassionate. The Government of India celebrates April 21st every year as Civil Services Day. President Donald Trump has said that he will sign an executive order to temporarily suspend immigration into America. The coronavirus outbreak has killed more than 40,000 people in the U.S. and more than 750,000 cases have been confirmed, according to a Johns Hopkins University tally. In light of the attack from the invisible enemy, as well as the need to protect the jobs of our great American citizens, I will be signing an executive order to temporarily suspend immigration into the United States, Trump said in a tweet late on Monday night.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program today, will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. Nand Kumar, Head of Psychiatry Department at AIIMS, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1-800-115-767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:25 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi says rights of all Indian citizens, including minorities, are guaranteed. warns against misinformation and those trying to vitiate peaceful atmosphere of the nation. Centre's interministerial team visits Mumbai to review lockdown, assesses compliance in various states. The centre says it is regularly monitoring enforcement of lockdown measures. States and union territories advised not to dilute Home Ministry guidelines. ICMR to scale up COVID-19 testing facilities in laboratories, targets 1 lakh tests per day by the end of the next month. Shivraj Singh Chauhan cabinet expanded in Madhya Pradesh, 5 new ministers inducted. And President Donald Trump says he will temporarily suspend immigration to the United States. And with that, we end the midday news.